What is a humanist worldview? What do humanists believe? Let's break down the theology, biology, politics, economics, and perspective on history from a humanist worldview. Everyone has a worldview. A worldview is how we think, understand, and act. Our worldview determines our internal motives, decisions, and actions. How we view every element of life is filtered through our worldview. Humanism is a worldview attaching prime importance to human rather than divine or supernatural matters. Secular humanism is humanism with regard in particular to the belief that humanity is capable of morality and self-fulfillment without believing in God. Paul Kurtz, the father of secular humanism, said, "Humanism cannot, in any fair sense of the word, apply to one who still believes in God as the source and creator of the universe." A major part of the secular humanist worldview is the disbelief in all things supernatural. Instead of humans having a sin nature, secular humanists believe that all humans are perfectible and that we should strive to perfect every human. Secular humanists generally believe in the theory of evolution. However, there is more than one theory of evolution because none of them can fully explain the evidence. Darwinism is the name for the original theory of evolution, proposed by Charles Darwin. In this theory, random variations can cause a species to have a higher likelihood of surviving long enough to reproduce and therefore pass off its traits to the next generation. This process is called natural selection. In the 1930s, evolutionary scientists combined Darwin's theory of evolution with the recently discovered science of genetics to create neo-Darwinism. In this theory, species take thousands or millions of years to slowly transform into other species. However, as more fossils were discovered, scientists realized that the fossil record doesn't support Darwinian theories because no transition fossils have been found. Scientists then came up with the idea of punctuated equilibrium. Punctuated equilibrium is the idea that instead of species slowly transforming into other species, a species will stay at equilibrium for a while and then suddenly, over the span of only a few thousand years, would quickly transition to another species. But, of course, for species to be able to evolve into other species, there must be an original species that everything came from. Secular humanists believe that the first species just happened to appear from chemicals mixing in a swamp somewhere billions of years ago. Darwin didn't even believe that life just happened, saying, "Probably all the organic beings have descended from some one primordial form into which life was first breathed." Secular humanists believe in democracy. However, it's not democracy as we know it. Secular humanists believe in the idea of liberalism. Liberalism is the idea of a secular government with concentrated power. Some humanists even go as far as to say that there should be a secular world government instead of many local and national governments. Many humanists are progressive in their politics. Endeavoring to use political power to progress society through social reform, progressives wish to move America away from traditional Christian values that created Western civilization. Most secular humanists believe in wealth distribution. In other words, socialism. Socialism only works under the view that humans are perfectible, which is the whole idea of secular humanism. However, some secular humanists opt for capitalism because of socialism's many failures, which have caused great harm to millions. Secular humanists view history through the lens of unguided evolution and human intelligence. This view of history is called historical evolution. Secular humanists believe that humans are inherently good and that they have free will, but that they're driven to do bad things sometimes by the environment around them. However, instead of believing that humans shape history in and of themselves, secular humanists believe that human ideologies shape history. For instance, they believe that Christianity shaped history in the past, but that the Christian ideology is now outdated and can't address modern problems. Secular humanists believe that humans have been slowly moving toward perfection over the course of history and that they will one day reach perfection. Thank you for watching our third and final installment of Worldviews Explained. If you missed our last two videos, click here. Please subscribe to our page so you do not miss any new content from the St. Louis Teen Eagles. And if you enjoyed this video and learned something new, share it with a friend.